Victor Timely, a scientist and Kang variant, watches as a neighboring timeline collapses into itself. Reality warps violently as paradoxes explode across the stars. He scrambles to transmit a warning to the Council of Kangs about the instability spreading across the multiverse. "We're too late," he whispers. The scene ends with a haunting image, a broken timeline dissolving into the void. The Kang dynasty has begun to awaken. In Madrid, the new Avengers battle interdimensional raiders spilling through a fractured time rift. Captain Marvel leads the charge with Sam Wilson, Shang-Chi, She-Hulk, and Shuri defending the city. They barely hold the breach, which pulses with unstable temporal energy. Doctor Strange arrives in the aftermath with Wong, grave and tense. He reveals that time itself is breaking apart. This is only the beginning. Kang's influence has already begun to seep in. Deep in the Chronopolis Citadel, multiple Kang variants, Immortus, Rama-Tut, Scarlet Centurion, convene in secret. They discuss the threat of uncontrollable timelines and rogue heroes tampering with time. Immortus argues that only one stable reality must remain, even if billions are erased. They vote to initiate the temporal war to seize control of Earth 616. Their ultimate goal: to crown a prime Kang who will rule all time. Around the world, time anomalies intensify. Paris freezes in a 30-minute loop. Tokyo fast-forwards a century in hours. Strange, Wong, and America Chavez study the pattern and trace it to Kang's tech embedded in ancient ley lines. Strange warns the Avengers that reality is unspooling. Meanwhile, people start vanishing from existence, erased from both memory and history. The Avengers realize the multiverse is converging at Earth 616's temporal nexus. Doctor Strange and Wong travel to a remote mountain village where Wanda Maximoff has been hiding. Still tormented by her actions in Multiverse of Madness, she refuses to return. Strange warns her that Kang is using corrupted versions of her children from other timelines to manipulate reality. Reluctantly, Wanda agrees. "If he's playing with my children, I'll burn his dynasty to the ground." Her return marks a turning point in the team's strength. Hulk investigates gamma surges near an abandoned SHIELD site and discovers tech remnants embedded with Kang's signature. Hawkeye is brought back after Kate Bishop finds a Kang Scout drone disguised as a Stark device. Ant-Man and Wasp trace a strange temporal pulse to a locked vault under the old Avengers Tower. Inside, they find blueprints Kang left behind from the future. A partial map of the multiverse collision is revealed. Across the planet, ancient portals open. Kang's armies from different eras flood Earth in synchronized attacks. In Egypt, Rama-Tut soldiers attempt to seize a hidden time artifact. In futuristic 2099 Manhattan, cities clash with robotic legions. Avengers are scattered, forced to defend multiple timelines at once. This isn't just a battle, it's a full-scale multiversal invasion. Kang begins rewriting Earth's history in real time. Loki and Sylvie arrive through a TVA breach, confronting the Avengers with a horrifying truth. They've seen timelines destroyed by a prime Kang who survived Quantumania and grew stronger. Loki reveals the sacred timeline is now unraveling because the TVA has collapsed. If Kang gains control, he will make his timeline the only one. The Avengers need to kill him before that moment arrives, or all realities die. Strange opens unstable portals to parallel Earths, seeking reinforcements. He recruits Captain Carter from Earth 838, a Tony Stark variant with superior tech, and a battle-hardened Spider-Man from a dystopian world. These heroes have fought Kang in their own timelines and lost. United, they prepare to counter Kang's knowledge of every possible outcome. But time is running out, and the multiversal Avengers face mistrust among themselves. A trusted team member, possibly White Vision, reveals themselves as a Kang variant planted in the team years ago. He sabotages a key defense system, causing Kang's forces to breach Earth's core time anchor. The betrayal devastates the team, leading to their base in London being destroyed in a temporal implosion. Strange is nearly killed. The team realizes Kang has been watching and manipulating them from the start. A trusted team member, possibly White Vision, reveals themselves as a Kang variant planted in the team years ago. He sabotages a key defense system, causing Kang's forces to breach Earth's core time anchor. The betrayal devastates the team, leading to their base in London being destroyed in a temporal implosion. Strange is nearly killed. The team realizes Kang has been watching and manipulating them from the start. Scott, Hope, and Cassie lead a covert team into the quantum realm to destroy Kang's time engine. Inside, they find the ruins of Chronopolis and a weakened, but still dangerous, Kang the Conqueror. Cassie attempts to overload the core, but is pulled into a dimensional rift. Scott hesitates to leave her behind, but Hope convinces him the mission must be completed. The engine is damaged, but not destroyed. Riri Williams, using salvaged Kang tech and Wakandan resources, creates a new generation of iron armor. With help from a variant Tony Stark, she deploys the Iron Legion, autonomous suits designed for multiversal combat. These armors help balance the scales against Kang's time-twisted soldiers. Riri steps into leadership, proving herself as a true successor to Iron Man. Her tech gives the Avengers their first real win. Doctor Strange taps into forbidden magic to create the Chrono Seal, a spell that traps parts of Kang's army in a self-loop. The spell fractures his mind across realities, showing him infinite possible futures. Wong and Wanda barely stabilize him before he collapses. Strange now exists in multiple realities simultaneously, tethered by magic. He has become a living multiversal nexus, but may not survive the strain. With Wakanda fallen and Earth under siege, the Avengers gather in a fortified New York to make their last stand. Sam Wilson gives a rousing speech. "We fight not for one timeline, but for all of them." Kang's fortress descends into the atmosphere, phasing between past and future. Armies clash across frozen and scorched versions of the same battlefield. The Avengers, armed with Iron Legion tech and Wanda's chaos magic, fight against time itself. Wanda confronts Prime Kang, who has corrupted variants of her children as weapons. Enraged, she unleashes the full power of the Darkhold remnants still inside her. The battle warps space, shattering and reforming the landscape with every blow. Kang fights with future weapons, predicting her every move, until she breaks the timeline to blind him. But just as she gains the upper hand, three Kang variants merge into a monstrous Prime form. Wanda confronts Prime Kang, who has corrupted variants of her children as weapons. Enraged, she unleashes the full power of the Darkhold remnants still inside her. The battle warps space, shattering and reforming the landscape with every blow. Kang fights with future weapons, predicting her every move, until she breaks the timeline to blind him. But just as she gains the upper hand, three Kang variants merge into a monstrous Prime form. Strange and Loki infiltrate Kang's inner sanctum, a reality-defying chamber where time behaves like water. They lure Kang into a paradox trap, forcing him into a recursive battle where every move resets the fight. Strange sacrifices his last tether to the real world to seal the loop. Kang is defeated, trapped in a time prison of his own making. But the victory feels hollow, as Strange disappears into the multiverse. The Kang dynasty crumbles, and his armies vanish as their timelines unravel. Earth is scarred, New York lies in ruins, Wakanda is a ghost of its former glory. The Avengers disband temporarily, exhausted and broken. Wanda vanishes into a collapsing reality. Sam and Carol agree. This wasn't the final war, just the beginning of something greater. The multiverse has been forever altered. Scene 1. A teenage boy, Nathaniel Richards, studies a damaged TVA chronologue, seeing visions of Kang's mistakes. He dons an early armor, becoming Iron Lad, destined to lead the young Avengers. Scene 2. We pan across the edges of space, where a floating patchwork world looms, Battleworld, created by an unseen cosmic entity. A voice whispers, "Bring them all. Let the wars begin. Secret Wars is coming."